Okay, in this video, we are going to go through a few simple exercises that you can do to reduce headaches and neck tension. What you're going to want for this video is a therapy ball. Tennis ball will work in a pinch, but I would not recommend a lacrosse ball. That sucker is too hard, and probably something to sit on. It doesn't have to be a block. It could be a foam roller, a chair, whatever you have around. If this is your first time here, hi, thanks for joining me. My name is Nikki. I do nutrition and fitness for hypermobile humans or anyone who wants to get fit with less pain. And I also help people with sustainable weight loss. All right, so exercise number 1, I want you to just find a comfortable position. We're going to hit some of the main areas of tension that do contribute to headaches. So the first spot we're going to hit is just at the base of the skull. So if you find go just behind your ear, there's a little bump and you go just behind that, you're going to find kind of the base of your skull. And there's some little muscles there, sort of right between where the skull, your hairline, and your skull and your neck meet. So you're going to put the ball kind of right on that area. I've got a microphone, so I've got an added layer of challenge, if you will. And then you're just going to start to do little circles. And you can explore a little bit. You're not pushing super hard. You can go a little bit more towards the ear or a little bit more towards the middle of the skull. You're just doing little gentle circles all around here. You might notice like, oh yeah, that's a little tender. And then when you kind of start to zero in on that spot, you know what I'm talking about. I want you to get smaller and smaller and wait. Good work. Ease out of there. We're going to go to the temple next. This area can be pretty sensitive, and you want to be gentle is really all I'm trying to say. So your temple is going to be this spot right here, kind of side and then up into the hairline. You can take the ball there, and then you're just going to do little circles. And again, you don't need to dig. This is very gentle, but you might notice that there is a fair amount of tension in this area. Many of us hold tension here. We don't even think about it because we don't think of this as having muscles, but our face, our neck, our jaw have a ton of muscles in them. And again, I'm not pushing very hard, just enough to feel a little feedback in my tissue. And then again, you can get smaller and smaller and wait. All right, last spot we're going to hit is the jaw. So if you find your cheekbone, you go just below it, you're going to find a little kind of muscly spot where your jaw is. You're going to take the ball, place it on that sucker, and start to do some small circles. And for a lot of us, this is where the tension lives. Good work. And then when you find an area that maybe could use a little love, pause there, and then I want you to open and close the mouth. Slowly. And if your jaw is clicking or cracking, make this smaller, or maybe just pause and wait. You don't need to open and close the mouth then. All right, ease out of that. Let's compare contrast side A versus side B that we haven't done yet. What I tend to notice after doing this is this whole side of my face and eye feel more open. And if I even just turn my head, usually I'll feel like I've got more range. Yeah, I have more range when I go this way on the side that I've worked. Okay, let's do side number 2. So again, find kind of that little spot just behind the ear. It's kind of right where your hairline is. You can always go a little bit up or down, but I would not recommend digging into the muscles of your neck with a ball. It might feel good in the moment. It will often feel worse later if you do that. So I'm really working more into the kind of the hairline base of the skull area. And again, you can go a little bit more to the back of the skull versus the side. Sometimes I find some kind of interesting points there. And then get smaller and smaller. And wait. All right, let's move on to the temple right up here. So you're going to take the ball in that spot, and then again, just do little circles, really gentle. And if you work a little bit up into the hairline, at least for me, I tend to find some areas that are a little bit compelling, let's say. And then again, you can kind of zone in on your spot, get smaller and smaller, and wait. And then the last spot here, we're going to move to the jaw. So if you find your cheekbone and you go just below it, there's going to be that muscly bit a little bit further back. That's where your jaw is. Start to do little circles here. I don't know about you. My left side's always tighter than my right. And then when you find that area of interest, pause and then open and close your mouth. If you get clicking or cracking, maybe make it a little smaller, just hang out here. Good, take the ball away. And then just if you want to turn your head right and left, notice that that feels a little more even, or if you just sort of sense the tension or how your face and your neck feel, just notice if things feel a little bit more open. All right, you can set your ball to the side. We're going to do one last exercise. It's kind of a modified nerve mobilization. Just find your seat. Again, you don't have to be on the ground like me. This could be a bolster. You could be on a chair, whatever's comfortable. But find just an easy upright position. I want you to take your arms out to the sides. Notice they're not behind me. They're, if anything, a little bit in my peripheral vision or in front of me. Slide your arms away from you, and then just let's do palms facing forward first. So you're going to stretch through your fingers and thumbs. I'm going to really stretch here through my left arm. And then because I'm stretching my left arm, I'm going to nod my head a little bit to the right. I'm going to look a little up. And then I'm going to start to feel kind of a tug somewhere. It's subtle from my neck to my bicep or down into my forearm and hand. For me, it's in my forearm and hand today. Might be somewhere else for you. Good. Come back to center. Whew, let that go for just a moment. Let's do side two. Stretch your arms. Really reach to that right arm, right fingers, right thumb. Turn your head slowly over to the left. Lift your chin a little in the air. Whew, there it is. Hold and breathe. And come back to center, little shake. Let's do that one more time with the palms facing the other direction. So now, palms face back, stretch through your fingers and thumbs. I'm gonna start with my left hand here. I'm gonna nod my head right, lift my chin a little up, stretching through. Left hand, left fingers, left thumbs. Come back to center, little shake. One more time, stretch the arms. This time I'm stretching through the right arm. Nod your nose slightly left, lift it a little up. Notice I'm moving quite slow. And come back to center, let that go. You can always do a few shoulder rolls. And if you like, turn your head right and left and just take inventory and notice if hopefully there's a little less tension through your neck and jaw. If you found this helpful, I have linked to another video with even more exercises if you tend to have a lot of neck and upper body tension. If you found this helpful, make sure that you subscribe so you never miss a video. And finally, I do have a newsletter that I put out every week with free content to help you get fit with less pain and a lot of tips around hypermobility and nutrition as well. So if you're interested in that, I have linked it up in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.